What's up, y'all? Happy New Year. Y'all already know the queer agenda is back, and we are back with 2026 started off crazy already, y'all.
Already.
We got the tea, we got the gossip. Y'all already know I go by the name of DJ eXeL.
Boss Brit the most lit.
And it's your girl, the BADDIE GALORE.
Hey.
How are y'all doing?
Great. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing good, but the internet has been going crazy. Like,
It's in shambles.
2026 came in hot.
Is it still Capricorn season?
It is.
That's why it's like that.
Whoa, that's rude.
Capricorns try to act like they're not chaotic, but they are.
They really are. That's a fact. They do
they
like
low
to
key
act
with
innocent.
it.
Yeah,
they low key.
They're just like
chaos.
controlled about it, like controlled chaos, in my opinion.
That's the most toxic.
And all the drama and tea that's been coming out is a reflection of that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, you know, a lot's been going on, and we here to cover it. So let's get into it.
Okay, I hate to start off our first episode of 2026 confirming breakup rumors we kind of all knew was true most of last year, but literally on New Year's Day, like the clock struck 12, and then a couple hours later, Adrienne from the Muses took to their longtime couples page to publicly confirm that she and soon-to-be ex-wife, Janeeka, have officially separated. Let's watch that, Britt. So if the text was too small, it basically said that they were separating, that they're doing it with love, and moving forward, their couples page, the Muses, would turn into House of Muse, where Adrienne would post their artwork and all of the type of creative things that they do. And this confirmation obviously followed months of speculation that first picked up in October after fans noticed a significant slowdown in joint content across their couples platforms. At the time, Adrienne posted a video joking about not knowing what to wear to Halloween because she had always done couples costumes with her wife and their daughters, along with other posts from Adrienne that hinted that the couple had called it quits. So with many people feeling like Adrienne was having somewhat of a mental breakdown because of the type of content that she was posting, cutting off her hair, kind of crashing out on live. And, since the announcement video, Adrienne actually hasn't posted anything else to the former couples couple page, to the former couples couple page, which still has all of their old content on it. And it looks like Janeeka still hasn't posted to social media since May of last year and has not come out to confirm or give a statement on them no longer being together.
She said, "Look, I ain't got nothing to say. We all saw this coming, right? I think we all were on our there were certain signs there that just showed a breakup, but I think we all still had hope just because of how long they've been together. Yeah. But like I was saying now, in that one episode we did, I just really want to know what happened, not to be nosy, but to figure out the do's and the don'ts to a long-term relationship, because I do really wonder if people can be, and how people, well, I don't want to say can be, because I know there are people that have done it, but how do people last 20 years, 30 years, 40 years? You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. And I think that because they had so much time under their belt, we just expected it to never end. So right. I want to know what happened. I ain't gonna lie. I need to know, because let me get my shit together so I can make sure I can at least make it to that point, because I'm 4 years in. This is my longest relationship, y'all. And that's only 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, let's be realistic just about life in general. Let's say you have a best friend. If you moved in with that best friend, it might be very unlikely that you and your best friend would still be best friends from 15 years from now, the way y'all might butt heads or, you know, disagree with some stuff. So it's just hard to hold relationships for that long period, let alone somebody you're with every day. So I think it is a mixture of a lot of communication and people growing together, because 20 years you can grow a lot, you cannot grow at all, or you can grow a lot and your partner not grow at all, or y'all go different ways. So I think it's just hard in general, but I think with marriage, like, we have to be very mindful of that and work even harder, like what you're saying, because it's not a given. It's not, you know what I mean? So it's unfortunate, and I know this isn't the only breakup we're going to be discussing today, but in general, like, I mean, realistically, how many of us know relationships that been 10 years plus?
I mean, I think that what people don't realize is that long-term relationships aren't rainbows and sunshines the entire time. People go through really hard times. People almost separate. People fall out of love and fall back into love. And I think that sometimes we have this like rose-colored glasses kind of vision of what relationships will look like, when oftentimes it's as simple as people just grew apart. Like, who you were when you met your partner 10, 15 years ago is not who you're going to be today. And then you get thrust into the spotlight of being an influencer and being in different environments and meeting different people. That also can change you. Your expectations, what you're looking for. You know, maybe Janeeka didn't want to be the influencer that Adrienne is, right? Like, you just never know. And I think there's so much that goes into these like really long-term relationships. But I always say it's always sad to see couples break up, just because we have so little representation. And like eXeL said, as we go through this episode, we will have even more. I mean, even least, not even less, because let me tell you.
Well, yeah, y'all. It's hard out here, and also with her ex-wife being off the internet, sometimes you do have to focus on yourself, even if you have a whole fan base. And you feel like you need to cater to them. They need to know. And we have said, like, we should know a little bit if we helped y'all grow. But I'm not against, like, just getting yourself right. Even though we haven't seen her since May, every single day she is living. You know what I'm saying?
And she might pop back out in a couple months, you know, being her best version of herself and taking the time to heal. Everybody goes through grief in different ways, and you don't necessarily always have to do it on social media, you know?
That's and I wish them the best mental health. 2026.
Yeah, definitely wish them the best. The family, I know they got, you know, a family. So I hope everything is a peaceful separation, and may they, you know, continue to grow separately and still together. Like I said, co-parenting and things like that, even though their kids are grown, but just, you know, being able to be around each other and exist and keep that friendship, hopefully.
Yep. Well, talking about breakups,
oh Lord,
I did not think we would still be discussing the throuple that broke the lesbian and queer internet in 2025 and 2026. But, you know, at court, Lex and their new boyfriend Rob, we are here to discuss them once again, because the streets are saying that not only allegedly does Court have a new girlfriend, but that she's been spending a lot of time away from Lex and Rob while having that new girlfriend. So let's get into what we know, what I was able to find out through my investigation, because it's a lot of like breadcrumbs and speculation, no hard facts. So I'm gonna say that out the gate. I don't have any hard evidence. This is just what I've been able to gather, right? So right after folks were speculating that the couple had separated last year, because Court, remember, was in Miami with some of her social media friends while Lex was on a cabin trip with Rob. The two were seen back together as a family, with Lex posting with their youngest son. And I did cover the child's face because he's so young, and I don't, you know, we don't feel comfortable sharing child, but that's their youngest son in the video. They were seen spending time together, and also Court and Lex were seen together for the first time since the allegations of separation had came out, right? Okay, cool. But then last week, I saw a video floating around of Court allegedly with this new girlfriend, or at least a woman she's entertaining or spending time with, or maybe just friends with, named Ada, or Ada. I think it's Ada, named Ada. with folks jumping to the conclusion because allegedly this lady friend or just friend was seen reminiscing on spending time with surprise the couple's youngest son, which was really interesting. Let me find the video to play it for you guys. Here we go. You got that bitch straight on us. She was trying to get next to me. I tried her leg on up. She get out the ass and see. I was like, shorty throwing you off, and I'm like, definitely is bad bitch. Niggas give 100 bands, can't get in touch with me. Shit on tonight. I get my own together. Just one more night with you. I risk my life to be Now, folks who watch the couple Snapchats religiously are also claiming that Lex and Rob have allegedly moved into a new apartment together in South Carolina, where Lex is from, while Court has been visiting friends in LA, again, doing her own thing. So they're saying that, again, they are spending time separately away from each other. Also, in a recent Get to Know Me video on Snapchat, viewers noticed that Lex didn't mention being married at all in the video. Let's watch that, Britt.
So I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about me while I get ready to go to brunch. My name is Alexis, but I go by Lex. My middle name is Monique. I'm 30 years old. I am from Anderson, South Carolina, and I'm a Pisces. My mom is white. My dad is black. I have one younger sister, one older sister, and an older brother. Oh, I can't talk while I do that. I feel like I'm going to poke my eyeball out. I have 4 children, ages 12, 10, 8, and 1. And those 4 little people are the reason I do everything I do. And if you didn't know, I struggle with BPD, ADHD, anxiety, and PTSD. So every morning I get up and I put on a smile and I fight my brain specifically.
Now, she also doesn't mention Rob in the video either, right? She doesn't say, I'm in a relationship, I'm married, I have a boyfriend. But it is interesting that someone who's been married for as long as she has been, with Court as long as she has been, and shares 4 kids with, would not mention their partner in a Get to Know Me video, right? Also, something I found was after the video of Court and Ida together started going viral, she hopped into the DMs of a creator who shared the screen recordings named Sweet Estelle, right? And she basically asked her to take the video that particularly had the clip of the baby's face down because she's not a public person, is looking to keep her life private. And in Estelle's response video, she made a really good point where she said, how can you say you want to keep your life private when up to that point, all of her social media platforms were public for anyone to see? So her Snapchat was public. Her Instagram is still public. Like, you're saying you're private, but you're not actually, and none of your content is private.
Yeah.
I also saw, you say what?
I said, yeah, and she posted it. It's not like somebody recorded a video.
Exactly.
Like, I understand that.
Exactly. I also saw, again, on her public Instagram page that she posted that someone asked to be her Valentine and that she's planning a surprise trip for her girlfriend. So with all of these breadcrumbs, you know, do we genuinely believe the new girlfriend in question could be Court with that just one video and also her spending time with her child? Do we think that Lex not mentioning that she's married to Court in a Get to Know Me video is sign that there's some, you know, contention in the relationship? I mean, again, I don't feel like this is super hard evidence, but I do want to know our thoughts on the investigation I've put together.
Good work, first of all. When I say she be getting to it,
man, where do we start?
Right. Go ahead, eXeL.
Be stressed.
First of all, it's crazy. Like, I kind of don't ever want to be in the position where people overanalyze every move I make.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that sucks. And then how long they've been doing this? I do feel like probably 90% of the time they are intentional about the things they say or don't say. You know what I mean? But man, people are not playing. Like, how they even know they moved? Like, did they post they moved, or like people?
So I think the thing about these content creators is they post so much of their homes all the time, right? So like when people are watching every YouTube video, every reel, every now Snapchat, they can recognize, like, I'm sure people recognize that if I'm here, I'm in my office probably, or at least at my
Right.
house, versus if I'm at my girlfriend's house or if I'm traveling or something, right? And so, like,
Yeah.
I think these people are watching them every single day on social media. So if your background changes, your outside background changes, it's going to click for them.
Right.
And, you know, Rob, they met Rob in South Carolina, right? Like, that's where they met him. So, and I don't know where they were living before, maybe Atlanta.
I thought they were living here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Because we saw him outside a few times. Yeah, I think and from their content, they've never gave us this much juicy type of investigative content, right? Like, we've never thought
I feel like
messy things were
Snapchat
going on.
has changed the way in which people are
Okay.
consuming a lot of these influencers.
Okay.
You know, because when they're using Snapchat like how we used to use Snapchat back in the day, right? But
Yeah.
like when influencer culture really blew up, it was on Instagram, it was on YouTube. Like, you are doing curated videos that are edited and cut to your liking with a narrative that you want to share. With
Right.
Snapchat, you're posting just a day in the life every single day on
Right.
edit. I think it's a different amount of information and openness that you are allowing to the people that are watching, because most of the screen recordings I see where I'm getting tea is from Snapchat stories. Literally.
Actually, that's where we ran into them at a Snapchat event.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. We definitely at Snapchat school. I think that the way that they're putting out their content also got us going a little bit crazy too, because we're trying to figure out what's going on, and based off of their content and the way that it's looking, it is very much so given that they're not together, but the fact that they're not being vocal about it and direct about it, it got us on our edge, kind of like, was our inklings right or was we wrong? Kind of like with the Muses, right? Like, we was all speculating and being like, all right, it's looking like this, and now with them, it's not looking like they're together. And I saw something, it was like a video of Rob driving in Lex's car or something like that, and they were like, yeah, he's even in her car. So I'm just like, the internet really is kind of busting this down to where it's not looking like they together.
Okay, could court be like, okay, you, and I know they were a throuple, I know they was all in it together, but could they be looking for a fourth? Could she be on a scavenger hunt right now?
That could be a thing.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or am I reaching?
I don't know, because their whole, I mean, I'm not counting that out. I wouldn't be shocked, because their whole, what I've learned like recently just is very unorthodox. It kind of just went completely like, oh, we thought y'all were one thing, and now we're learning that y'all are something else. So it's kind of like, whatever comes next, I ain't even gonna be shocked. You know, even if she got a new girlfriend, I just, you know, I don't know how long if they've been split, but it's like, dang, how people move on that quick? Like,
no, that part. Like,
it does seem very fast. What I found interesting though was in the message that the girl sent the creator, she didn't say, we're not dating, we're just friends. That's not true. Right. All she said was, can you remove the video, especially if showing the baby's face? Right. So that was interesting to me, because I feel like if I'm being accused by a whole bunch of random people on social media of dating this person who's known to be married and raising kids in the family, I would probably be like, yeah, no, that's not what's happening. Right. You know what I mean? Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hope they not like telling her to milk it, because you know, some people really be like, I don't care, let them think whatever, milk that shit. Like, and then some people like, nah, clear that shit up. So I wonder if they the type of people that be like, bro, just let them think whatever, post us, post this, post that, get your views up.
I don't know. They sometimes seem annoyed by the content that's made about them. Like, I've seen a few Snapchat stories, but like, well, I'm tired of people talking about y'all, and y'all are forcing us to have this conversation. So I don't know necessarily, but I do think what's interesting about them is that they're both really, really well liked, right? So I think that if they did break up, and if like Lex stayed with Rob, and then Court dated somebody else, I don't think either one of them would like, it would damage their brand or like their reputation. Like, I think people would just be like, okay. And then like continue, because like, you know, they made these separate Instagrams, they both got followers, right? They both got engagement, they're both existing separately, and that is not often seen with these social media couples. Usually people choose a side, but I don't think people, and this is no offense to her, but I don't think people ever really thought Lex was gay for real to begin with. So I don't think anyone would be shocked if she were to start dating a man and not being with a woman anymore.
Yeah, and talking about moving on quick from my past experiences. When me and somebody broke up, um I would just be trying to get over it, but the minute I see them with somebody, I'll be feeling like I need a distraction. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
obviously
true.
it's moving too quick, but it's like it hurts way more when I know you're happy and let alone posting content with a person and
Yeah.
I'm over here single, don't got nobody to vent to. We all know that usually doesn't last long,
Yeah.
a rebound or whatever, but that's the only thing I could see like especially, but
Yeah,
who
of
knows
course.
the details. And I do want to highlight the fact that she's only 30. You
Who?
know,
Oh yeah.
like when she said the information about her, like only 30, like although they've been together so long and we know them for that, it's like they're still just
Young.
learning life type thing.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I mean? But
interesting.
It
I
is
mean,
interesting.
and as far as you were saying, that they're equally liked, um, I think that's true until one person breaks and gives the like if there's some information to tell,
just to
then
share.
then you get to be like, oh, you did her dirty. But since we don't know no details, it
That's
is
true. I
equal.
think if one of them comes out and says, I didn't want to actually do the throuple thing, I only did it for this other person, then I think that's going to change the tide. And maybe that's why they haven't outright said anything, because they know that public opinion can shift if
Mhm.
what actually is happening or what people think is happening is the truth. But I guess we'll just see, or maybe we won't. I mean, at this point, I first made a video about them back in October,
Mhm.
right? So it's been going on we're on month 4 of this saga.
The saga
Yeah.
continues.
The
It
saga
continues.
continues. Yeah,
All
I
right.
was, and then what I was saying too about Ada, like with the whole milking thing, like there's no me personally. This is just me personally. I'm not letting somebody post my kid, and then I'm not letting somebody post us in a setting where it looks like something's going on if there's nothing going on, to where you go to where you're not clearing shit up about it. That's the why I'm like,
Yeah,
what is the conversation that we're having here? Like, is that your boo? Because I would be shutting that shit down. Don't post my kid. Don't post me looking like this. You know, people are already watching me, like, you know, trying to figure out if I got a girl, whatever. So it's
right.
like, for that to be out there and living on the internet, and then with the girl DMing somebody, you know, we gonna screenshot you.
And she put that on the
You
right on the green screen.
know, you
Yeah,
know
her
we gonna
posting with the
screenshot you.
child was really interesting because the caption was like, I miss my baby. As if you
Yeah,
spent time with the child. Now, someone who's dated people with children, I know that like a mother is going to take her time to introduce you to her child. Like this
right.
is not something that just is going to happen unless you have been talking to this person for a little minute, right? So
Yeah,
it's just kind of like those little pieces of the story tell me that there could be something more going on. But even if you guys are just casually dating and she's like posting your child full face and
right.
telling someone
That's
else to take the
crazy.
video down as if she didn't post it publicly herself, like
Yeah. And that girl never been around the Ada chick. Like, are they like longtime friends? Do we know like how
I
long?
don't know who she is. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
when I found her Instagram, she had 3 posts. What
Yeah.
I learned was that she was a flight attendant and she's planning a surprise birthday trip for her girlfriend. That's
Yeah.
all I know, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe they
think
are long term friends. Cause you know what? When I like in the past, when I would like break up, I would be back seeing with people that I didn't see throughout my
which
relationship.
true.
is valid,
Yeah.
but
So
like, why
maybe
not
they've
just
been
say
friends.
that in the message?
Yeah.
Hey,
Something.
this is just my friend. I'm
Yeah.
supporting her while she's going through whatever she's going through, or like we're just long term. Like, I feel like if that's the truth, you would just say that.
But
Right.
also, be for real. You got? Did you say? Hold up, before I go in. You said she only got 3 pictures. She only had like 3 pictures on Instagram.
Hmm.
You got 3 pictures. Like you're not a big social media person. You know everybody is looking to see her next move. Why are you posting a baby? You don't have to show
Yeah.
the world the baby. You only showed the world 3 pictures of you.
Yeah,
My
that's
lord.
why I'm like, are
Like
they milking this shit and trying to gas it up a little bit? Cause that's just a little finicky to me. Like,
She has 5,300 followers.
yeah, I mean, I'm not like, yeah, it's just I don't know. And younger people do shit like that. Like
yeah,
I don't know. I just look at it like, why do you have to post my child? You know what I'm
And people
saying?
are
yeah,
But
asking her in her Instagram story if I think people actually asked her if she was dating Court. It said, "Are you dating?" And she has the person blocked off. And she says, "Soft launch denied. I don't really think it matters who I'm dating as long as I'm happy," right?
Yeah, it's given we being milked a little bit.
Hey y'all, it's BADDIE Galore. And I hate to interrupt you guys watching this week's episode, but here at the Queer Agenda, it's very important to us that the tea that we're spilling is factual, on time, and the most up to date. And right after we filmed this episode, literally 24 hours after we filmed this episode, Court and Lex confirmed that they were actually separating. Now, you see us in the episode questioning whether, with the rumors going on about Court having a new girlfriend and Lex being seen with Rob, if they were still together, and now they have confirmed that they are not. They posted this statement to their joint Instagram account saying, "We want to share that we've decided to go our separate ways. This was a mutual decision made with a lot of respect, care, and understanding for each other. There's no drama, no bad blood, and no one at fault. Just two people choosing different paths. We're still on good terms and will always support one another, especially when it comes to our family and everything we built together. We're grateful for the love and support you've shown us, and we ask you for kindness and privacy as we move forward." Now, I'm filming this update hours with them posting that statement, and that's all they've said so far. But if anything else comes from this breakup announcement, best believe we're going to cover it here on the Queer Agenda. Now, go back to enjoying the episode. All right, so y'all girl Ezee is back in the hot seat.
Damn, Ezee.
This time, she's being accused of being fat phobic. So we have to talk about it.
Yikes.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what happened, right? So over the weekend, Ezee posted a comedy skit where she's not only wearing a head-to-toe fat suit, but is making fun of some of the daily struggles plus-size women go through. Let's watch it, Britt.
Hi, excuse me. Where's her plus sizes? Plus sizes. You don't know.
We literally have them right here. But
Oh, okay. I'll go tap.
I asked them where the plus sizes are, and she brought me this, and she said it's the biggest size they have. Can you believe that this is a 4X? Like, this is not plus size. My little sister could fit in this. It's 2026. Like, you companies need to do better. Like, this is discrimination, and I'm just tired of it. No, and I also measured the doors, and I just want to say that they're absolutely way too small. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't meet the regulations of actual plus size women. So if you guys could talk to the manager about that, I'd be happy.
You can talk to the manager in the front.
Okay, thank you. Oh, they didn't give me a ticket out in LA. Look at this mirror. Look what it says. Sometimes I diet. Oh, okay. Y'all fat phobic. Oh, they are fat phobic out here, just so y'all know. Fat phobic might as well just be homophobic, bitch.
And that's not where the content ended in the fat suit. She was also seen on a recent live stream with Deshae Frost, where he was throwing some type of Project X party. And Ezee went to the party still in the fat suit and was kind of making fun of the fact that she was in that moment being a big girl, calling herself Biggie E, and kind of, as you can see, doing very dramatic things in the fat suit. Now, obviously, in this political and social climate, not many people would find a comedian wearing a fat suit that funny. But even further than that, folks were accusing Ezee of directly making fun of a popular but sometimes hated plus size influencer and content creator named Samyra. She also is a singer. Because if you remember at the end of Ezee's video, she is seen complaining about the diet language found on the parking meter, which says that parking meters are on a diet on certain holidays so customers don't have to feed them. And this is the exact same complaint that Samyra went viral for.
Now I get it.
Ago. Let's watch that, Britt.
I didn't know this.
Is there diet culture on the parking meters? Why do we have on the parking meter, sometimes I diet, don't feed me on the following holidays? Why are we promoting fat phobia and diet culture?
Now, once the video and the live streams were posted and started going viral, a lot of people started calling Ezee out in the comment sections of her video, including large creators like Fanita, who used to be known as a plus size influencer before she had weight loss surgery. And she urged Ezee to stop defending the skit and instead acknowledge that it missed the mark. She suggested deleting the video, warning that it wasn't worth damaging her career or creating a rift with her audience over a joke that didn't land. Another plus size creator named Sammy Stars commented and said she found the video mean-spirited and deeply disappointing, saying content like this contributes to ongoing slander and ridicule of plus size people, and made her choose to disengage with Ezee's content moving forward. Others were simply saying that the video was just not funny, and it's clear that Ezee is desperate for views and clicks. Now, Ezee did initially address some of the backlash in one of her streams. Let's watch that, Britt.
Explain the joke. I don't have to explain the joke. The fucking joke is the video. That's the joke. You know what I'm saying? But you guys, it's literally the inspiration was Norbit. The inspiration was Norbit, right? You get out the car. That was my inspiration for when I made the video, right? I'm getting out the car. I'm the what's it called? The steering wheel. I'm hunking it with my titties or whatever. Y'all see Norbit? Like y'all niggas see Norbit. If you ain't seen Norbit, like, you know what I'm saying? That was inspiration for that. And of course, I grabbed inspiration from some crazy videos that I've seen to where it's like, girl, now you know that, like, come on, the parking meter bitch, niggas ain't that phobic bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like certain people take everything so serious. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like some of the stuff that I put in the video was definitely inspiration. And I added to the video because it's like sometimes I feel like people just go too far for no reason.
Now, Ezee does not acknowledge the accusations that the video was making fun of Samyra directly, but Samyra herself did respond to Ezee's video. She posted a set of photos to her TikTok account. Let's look at that, Britt. So basically, in the set of videos, she's saying that even though Ezee is saying that the video wasn't about her, there are clear comparisons with literally the same, not the same parking meeting, but the parking meter. It was just like at the least she could have done was tag her. She also posted some things to her story as well, calling Ezee out for this. But after that, Ezee kind of just like doubled down on it and refused to apologize, even after being called out by all of these influencers, you know, just her viewers and supporters and Samyra herself. Let's watch that. Britt.
Not y'all crying about a fat suit at your big age. Why would I apologize? You thought? All right, y'all, go like and comment. Go like and comment on my last video. Big, beautiful women. Love y'all, bookie butts. Mwah.
Also, what I found interesting was weeks after calling out the hoe of lesbian internet for making fun of her wearing faux locks, Amber's closet was under Ezee's videos laughing, which Samyra also called out. So that was interesting considering the optics of that. But Britt sent to me this morning, 17 hours earlier, Ezee actually posted to her Instagram story where she didn't necessarily apologize. You know what I mean? She said that it was meant to be a lighthearted joke rooted in the kind of exaggerated comedy she grew up watching. She explains that she often plays different characters and has poked fun at herself in the past, especially given her own experience with weight changes. However, after hearing from supporters that the video didn't come across as intended and may have hurt people, she decided to take it down, emphasizing that she wants her platform to remain positive and welcoming for everyone. But what she didn't do in that statement is acknowledge the very clear comparisons to Samyra's content, the fact that Samyra called her out, and the fact that people were saying that she was being fat phobic. Now, we talked about Ezee last year getting into it with India Love because she wrongly accused her of stealing her content idea, and she ended up coming around and like apologizing to India directly and being like, you know, very open and honest about the situation. But it doesn't seem like that's what's happening here. So like, what are our thoughts on this?
And you did mention that she actually took down the video.
Yeah, so she did take down the video and then she posted that statement. But honestly, at this point, when a video goes viral, deleting it after it goes viral doesn't really make a difference because the screen recordings and the clips have already been shared across every single platform. I mean, we literally just watched the full clip here on this platform.
Right. Yeah. I think when you post anything in general and you see people in the comments and it's negative feedback, the first thing you should do is just delete the freaking video. If you got all these people, because from what I saw, nobody was really laughing in those comments. It was like immediate backlash. And Ezee is a very smart person. You ain't even got to be a smart person. If you're a content creator and you see that your audience is dissatisfied in anything that you posted, I just feel like the easiest thing to do would have been to delete the video immediately and immediately make an apology. So here it's kind of similar like that the stud substitute teacher that tried to make a video Like, even with her coming back, like, yo, my inspiration was Norbit. Okay, but we understand the climate that we're in. Like, there's no way that you thought you wouldn't offend somebody. Now, if you was Vespucia, if you was dressed as her, or you was dressed as Big Mama, maybe, because then you're playing that
said,
character.
actually.
You know what I'm saying? If you played them directly, but to create a character, make them over, you know, plus size, and then to be doing the things that are similar to the Samyra when she's dead ass serious, complaining about that, like that wasn't a joke to her when she's showing the meter and things like that. You can tell that that's something that bothered her. I think it was very tone deaf, and then to not take accountability for it, easy. No blame.
I also will just add real quick, eXeL, that Samyra is also known for, she has curly hair and she often wears headbands with her curly hair. So, and she's really well known for going into stores and asking about plus size clothing. So it wasn't just the parking meter, right? It was all of the little pieces of the video. Like the script, I'm sorry, I feel like she was making fun of Samyra. Like,
yeah.
And I think that when she saw the backlash, because the thing is, Samyra is actually hated for her content more than she's liked for it. So I feel like in Ezee's mind, she thought, okay, people really don't like her content. They're annoyed by her content because they feel like she just complains. So if I make fun of it, it's going to be funny to people. But it's like, oh, but that's actually too far. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, now you're just being mean-spirited. And so I think like that's why people were at least expecting her to like apologize or acknowledge that. But go ahead, eXeL.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Nah, I agree. When I first seen it, I thought she missed the mark on it. I feel like even if you was it's not necessarily putting on a fat suit. It like you were making fun of them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's other things you could have done if that was the route. I don't know why I would ignore that whole concept in general right now, you know, let alone just making fun of people, period. You know what I mean? Like, but on another note, she does do content. She does a lot of skits. When you do that many, you're bound to miss. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's like cancel easy. A lot of people like, I'm unfollowing you, I'm blocking you, I don't like you. And it's like, yeah, you missed the mark. And like BRITT says, step up to the plate and say, you know, yo, my bad. I ain't mean to hurt, like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? And just acknowledge it. You know, standing on bit, and I am kind of both ways about standing on business, because sometimes I do shit and people are super sensitive now, and I'll be like, yeah, I still feel this way. And you know, but if you are hurting your real fans or really just hurting people's feelings, like I'm never trying to hurt nobody's feelings for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That scared me. She can go to hell. That's neither here or there. All right. But yeah, I mean, I honestly, and I fuck with Ezee, but I honestly didn't even see it funny. You know, it was a little cringy. I'm not gonna lie. And then, you know, I think her friends and even her girl was in the comments like laugh my ass off, because they're just like, oh, my friend is stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who knows if they had a real conversation after, like, yeah, that you can't, like, maybe that wasn't it or something. But it's also, as friends, it's important for us to hold each other accountable too. I feel like I feel like there's been some times, this is probably years ago, BRITT would be going back and forth with somebody online. I'll be like, bro, it ain't even that deep or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you do gotta hold your friends accountable, and I do feel like she missed the mark. I like to hate her for it. No, you know what I'm saying? But I do think
you can hold her accountable for her behavior while still being her fan. I mean, like, there are times where like my friends or my mutuals might make a video and I'm like, I don't agree with that. I just don't comment or like it. You know what I mean? Like,
just
I don't engage with it.
If you like, yo,
you know what I mean? And if I really think it's problematic, it's like, you know, like you said, like, yo, like, hey,
yeah,
that's not that funny. But I just really feel like her intention was to be funny, and it just like wasn't funny. And I think that makes it worse. Like, not only are you making fun of somebody, but you're not being funny while you're doing it.
But no, but my thing is, it was kind of obvious that it was like about to not, it was going to make people mad. And it's unfortunate that nobody around her was like, hold on, or that we seen that was like, hold up, this might not be it. You know what I mean? Because I pray for people to be around me that be like,
yeah, because my thought process is like, you didn't just do a fat suit, you had prosthetics on your face. Like you paid somebody for that makeup. And then you probably had a camera person. And I imagine that a creator at that caliber probably has an editor. It's like there's just many steps in the process
before you hit post.
Oh no, that was a real production. Like
this isn't even the person across faking like they're in the store. Like there were too many people involved in this for it not to be like, hey, this is not going to be funny. This is not going to land with people.
And another thing that we talked about before, I mean, she did take down the video, but the crazy thing is that it might have went up even more because people were against it, where we talk about generating and monetizing money on stuff like that, where sometimes people, since it is doing so good, you're like, even though you want to take it down, you don't, because you got to wait 30 days to get paid out for this. You know what I mean?
If you private, at least on TikTok, if you like private a video, you automatically stop getting paid for it. And it says, we'll start paying you again if you make it public. Yeah. But like she probably also posted on Snapchat that deactivates after 24 hours, probably already gets paid for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just like, it was a misstep, a huge misstep on her part.
Yeah, and Ezee has done a lot to really build her brand and her platform, and you could tell that she's really put a lot of time and effort into it. So it does suck when you do one thing like this and now everybody's like canceled, because you know people were praying for her downfall. Like they don't like her. A lot of people don't like her in general. They think that she is what is it that she's always doing, like the straight content with the guys, and she's like the bisexual stud, you know, dialogue and things like that she's putting out there. So I think that for people, they need to take this as a lesson. I believe we know by now that fat jokes are not okay. Yeah, I even just saw that Jill Scott said she didn't like the fat jokes that Tyler Perry put in Why Did I Get Married? She was like, I hated that everybody on the plane, all the extras were making fat jokes about me. I didn't like that. So I do feel like content creators, we definitely need to be mindful of the things that will offend people, even if it's funny to us. Yeah. I know some of us got really dark humor. I have extremely dark humor, but I know that based off of my audience and my platform, I don't want to offend nobody. So some things I just keep to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but don't take that out. Why did I get married? We're going to keep that.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Jill, so no more. But I was like, I get it. But like, we was laughing at her for being fat.
But she also was like wearing a fat suit in that movie. She wasn't actually that fat.
I didn't even know that. But that was the whole part of the glow up of the whole concept of the movie, in a sense. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't want the world to get super fucking sensitive. You know what I'm saying? But also we like, there's a way to do something and you're not really 100% insulting somebody, but like,
and it's like borderline projection. Like if you're ugly and somebody's making an ugly joke, now you can't do too much about, you know, being ugly or whatever. But if you could dress nice and then people might say you look better, but there ain't too much you do. But like if you're overweight, you could lose some weight. I feel like people project.
GALORE, like,
that's what I really feel like. I get it. You can be sensitive towards it and everything too, but the bigger question, bigger topic for real is like, why is everything about yourself you're dissatisfied to where if you see something that triggers you? I think we keep talking about triggers. Like we got to start dealing with our triggers and our insecurities so that everything that we see is not so triggering and sensitive. People are going to make fat jokes. People are going to make ugly jokes. People are going to make gay jokes. I can't tell you how many gay jokes that people make towards me. And if I was a person that wasn't satisfied with myself, I didn't have no self-love, I had any type of things about myself that I didn't like, I probably would be on the internet like, y'all, can y'all please stop calling me a stud? Can y'all please stop doing this? Can y'all please stop doing that? And I'm not telling nobody that's overweight, like, hey, it's your fault. I'm not saying that at all, but I am saying that in 2026, I would like to see less projections and people, not saying that nobody's not working on themselves, but I would like to see people working on themselves and doing the work so that everything that gets put out there, they're not so triggered by, because this type of content is going to exist. Like if they came back out with a Norbit, now y'all want us to not see Vespucia? I want to see Vespucia. I want to see her get out of the car. I want to see her belly hit the horn. Like, but it's gonna be people that's like, yo, I don't like that because when I get out the car, my belly really hit the horn. But when we saw that That shit was funny to me.
I didn't think that movie was funny.
I thought it was funny.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the book, The Four Agreements, but it definitely talks about. I wish I knew the exact quote, but it definitely talks about that's one of the things we're offended by things that we're really insecure about. You know what I mean? Just in general, and not
Don't take
even
anything personal. I think
yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah. That we're only offended because we're taking it personal. You know what I mean?
A lot of the critiques about Samyra is that she gets so upset about things because she's unhappy with the fact that she's overweight, right? Like that's why people don't like her content. And I think that's why Ezee probably felt comfortable at least being inspired by her to make the video that she made. And I think there's truth to everything, but at the same time, like fat jokes in that way are just not funny. When you're making fun of a particular person versus just like a collective, it's just not funny. Fat jokes for the most part are not funny unless it's like someone you actually know, and like again, they're confident and comfortable in their body and they aren't offended by it, right? Like time and place, I feel like, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nah, facts. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like when some overweight people make fat jokes themselves, I low-key feel like
they do it so other people don't do it for them.
And it's
like self-deprecating. Like I'm going to talk shit about me so when you talk shit about me, I don't get hurt, or you don't talk shit about me because I'm already talking shit about myself. But that's also insecurity though, at the end of the day.
Yeah,
making fun of yourself is a form of insecurity. You're just protecting yourself from other people making fun of you.
Yeah, to an extent. Overall, obviously Ezee knew it wasn't tasteful. She took it down. She was combating for a little bit, but you know, a lot of people were saying like, you deleted my comment. They were
saying that.
Yeah, so like if you gotta do that, like, you know, and I think it's a lesson learned. Hopefully she doesn't lose anything from this. You know what I mean? And I do also like, it is crazy once you reach a certain level. Like, I still want you to be authentic to yourself and not think about every deal that might come across. Like, damn, am I going to do something that I like that you're fearful of losing a deal where you get very commercial, like, you know what I mean? But also you need to do things tastefully. So
yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, it sucks.
Okay. We have some more breakup rumors.
Oh shit!
Damn, I thought we was.
No, we're not. We're not. Because honestly, like, I feel like I've done nothing this year but recap how popular lesbian couples, like one after another, have broken up. And it's barely been like 2 weeks in 2026. Because now folks are saying that popular lesbian content creator influencer RollItUpK and her girlfriend Ty might have broken up, right? Might. And from my research, you know, I found how they got together a little conflicting. During a live stream, RollItUpK first claimed that she tried to shoot her shot with Ty back in 2015. And then once she got rejected, she backed off and decided to just be friends, which Ty pushed back on, saying that, you know, Kay continued to pursue her. And then they both agreed that there was like a mutual attraction there, and their dynamic shifted from being just friends to romantic partners. I feel like I distinctly remember Kay always blocking Ty's face out and like not showing her face when they first started dating before they eventually hard launched. And I believe that Ty was like Kay's assistant at the time. But since then, they've started actually posting a couple contents together. They have a couple contents page that they just started back in October, have over 24,000 followers, right? So like they're known, right? Like at this point, everyone knows that RollItUpK has a girlfriend, her girlfriend's Ty, all of the things, right? Well, in a recent live stream, RollItUpK said what she said had fans speculating the two might be over, or at least having some issues in the relationship. Let's watch that, Britt.
There's been a lot of shit going on, y'all. Especially within like my household, like my relationship. I be trying to be like more transparent and shit like that, but just like not too transparent to where I put people like too far up in my business. I don't really, you know, I just been trying not to put everybody overly deep into like everything that I got going on, you know what I'm saying? But I can't say shit do be getting rocky, and it's really up to you and that person as to whether y'all want to work through the mistakes that people make. Now, me being myself, I haven't made any mistakes. I've been doing like, I make mistakes, but I haven't made certain type of mistakes to where it is a detrimental situation to your relationship. You feel me? I feel like we both got some work to do and both got some growing up to do, and I got some decisions to make on what I really, Like right now, what I really want in my life. I know for a fact that if my relationship wasn't public or on the internet, then I probably wouldn't even be in one right now. But respectfully, I'm looking at all of the options that I have in my situation, and I'm asking myself, what do I really want to do? Like, do I really want to work through all the shit that I'm going through in my life? You know what I'm saying? Because I really ain't with that, man. I don't know, y'all. But just know that I've been really working hard on my mental lately. It's been a lot of shit going on, and I just ain't trying to let it get to me work-wise. Like, because usually when stuff go on in my family, my relationship, it affects my work ethics, and it makes me not work as hard as I know that I can, or I've usually been working. So, which is why I'm going to learn to separate a lot of relationship shit from my content too, because I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But
so now, of course, I did a deep dive into the
period.
Right? Because I saw the video without any context, right? So if you just see the caption, RollItUpK's girlfriend Ty cheated on her, you're like, oh, they cheated, right? And then if you listen to the video, it does sound like that something happened between them. And what I found was interesting, but also maybe not as salacious as everyone on the internet is making out to be, right? So it looks like RollItUpK posted video of Ty's recently as January 4th of this year, right? And then yesterday, one of them posted a remix to Billie Eilish's song Birds of a Feather over a video of some snowy mountains to their joint Instagram account story. However, they haven't posted to the feed of their joint Instagram account since December 22nd, right? And so like, okay, like there's little gaps in between posting, right? And folks on social media again are assuming that Ty cheated on Kay, since Kay made the point to say on her live stream that she's never done anything to jeopardize their relationship. However, right, like with all those facts, you think, okay, yeah, that makes sense. However, I randomly came across Ty's Instagram account this morning. Okay, so y'all know I went to be nosy because I couldn't find it initially when I was doing my research. What's interesting is that on their joint couples page, RollItUpK is always tagged, but Ty is not. So at first I didn't think she had an Instagram account because I literally could not find it. And then it just came up because my algorithm said, oh, you're looking for her. Here she is.
I'm weak.
Right? God was looking out for me. And y'all remember in that video of the snowy mountains that was posted to their joint couple page, to their story, even though they haven't posted on their feed since December. Well, that's because the two of them are together right now. Literally. They're in Aspen together as we are having this conversation.
They living life.
On vacation. Ty even said that she was sitting right next to Mariah Carey at whatever, restaurant they might have went on a date night.
Oh, they got money.
Right. So like, are people off based off their assumptions when it comes to the couple? Right? Like, was RollItUpK just saying like, hey, we're having some issues, things are hard, but she didn't say that they broke up. She said that they have some growing to do, they have some work to do, but she didn't say we broke up. If Ty did step out and cheat, it seems like maybe it's not enough for them to end things, right? So I feel like maybe it's just a lot of assumptions and not a lot of truth behind that video and clip going viral.
Yeah. I mean, do people know that you can do something wrong in a relationship and it not be cheating? Like there's other things, although cheating tends to be like the top thing. Or like you could be argumentative, you could be you could put your hands on somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot you could do. And we all been in that situation where like our relationship wasn't perfect, or like maybe we broke up, but girl, this trip was planned already.
Okay, Aspen is not a cheap.
Maybe we can go build. Maybe we can go build from here.
Like one more time in the mountains.
Like the fuck.
That's funny. Yeah, I fuck with RollItUpK. She need to come to the No Homo show. Y'all need to go spam her right now and tell her pull up to the show. But no, I really fuck with her. She always show love on socials and stuff like that. So what I will say, I've been following her for quite some time. I know you said at the beginning, like she used to block Ty Face out. Now I don't remember Ty Face being blocked out, but I know her ex before that, she used to always she used to put a sensor over her face and would never show her. Like people was like, yo, is she ugly? What's going on? But I did see another stream where she was talking about after that video that we just watched, she came back and was like, yo, y'all talking about go get back with my ex and all this extra stuff. Like, we was cheating on each other the whole time while y'all think we in a perfect relationship. But that just goes to show kind of like, you know, you never know what's going on behind closed doors. But I do think that video is kind of where everybody was like, well, what's going on? Because she bought it to the internet. Before that video, I didn't really see nothing that said, are they broken up? I think that was
100%. It was that one clip that was going viral because like you sent it to me, but also like 2 other people had sent it to me. And I remember watching it being like, well, she didn't mention cheating one. So I'm not going to make a video saying whatever. There's like no other evidence to that. But I do think it was interesting that she said that if she wasn't a public figure in a public relationship, she wouldn't be in a relationship.
Yeah, that was really weird to say. So I think it was one of them things where like maybe she put her foot in her mouth, but I feel like I never thought personally that they broke up unless I saw that clip. But then again, I don't really watch like every single thing that she does. I know she does. So maybe they be in the comments like, "Where's Ty? Are y'all good?" But I think also people were saying that her energy in New York, Roll It Up K energy in New York, they felt like her loyal viewers, they felt like her energy was off. So maybe they start speculating like, are y'all good? Is everything okay? But I do feel like that's why it's important that you gotta have some type of boundaries with this shit when it comes to the internet. I know people want to be like transparent, and like she said, she want to be transparent, she want to put it out there. But from my understanding, Roll It Up K is young, and I know that she has a lot of eyes on her. So maybe she do feel like she gotta explain more than she really needs to her audience. But I do think it's best sometimes to just keep things private and kind of work on things in your own privacy. Everything don't have to necessarily be on the internet, because then you get people making up speculations, you get people trying to send you stuff, maybe put stuff in your head. Like, I know for me personally, if I'm going through something and I read something, bro, like just human nature, I might let that get to my head, depending on what it is. I might be like, yeah, you know what? Like the people that just broke up, what's the people, the 2 influencers, straight couple, the married couple, they like,
Christy and Desmond.
Yeah. Like, yeah, because look at all the videos. He looked irritated with her. And it's like, how do y'all know he was irritated, or was he really just playing his role?
Well, I mean, they had very curated content. So like I think
so, like, now y'all like, yeah, he
for
been
him
irritated.
to play.
Yeah. So now they like, yeah, he been irritated. Look at all the videos. And I just feel like it's just internet stuff. But whatever it is, hopefully they figure it out. I know for in the beginning too, they were saying like they felt Ty was out of her league. And they felt like Ty was using her for her money and stuff like that. Because in the beginning,
I remember that.
Yeah, in the beginning, Ty was her assistant, because I remember even Roll It Up K told me to hit up Ty before when we wanted to get her on the No Homo show. So in the beginning, Roll It Up K was downplaying it like, yo, that's just my assistant. Y'all got to chill out. And then next thing you know, she's like, actually, this is my girl. And everybody was like, bitch.
She's not, Rolling Up K's not ugly though.
No, I didn't say she was ugly, but they were saying like she's out of your league. I don't know if she
bi,
but they was like,
because they think that she's ugly, but I don't think she's ugly.
Yeah, I don't think she ugly. I mean, I'm not here to judge nobody, but I think people were just saying like she's out of your league. And I don't know if she's bi, but they were like, yeah, this is why you don't date bisexual girls, because they just want to use you for your money. And then so I don't know what's going on, honestly, but I do think the whole thing of it all was just the fact of that clip that we just watched, and then whatever energy she was giving off in New York was kind of why people were speculating.
And also Roll It Up K as an influencer and known to create her own content, I'm sure she kind of was like back and forth, like, should we do a couples page? You know, because it does end up people in your business when like you can do content the way she has for years that's like not focused on that, because now you don't want to shift your audience, you know. And sometimes when you're with somebody and they see you making money, it'd be like low-key like, well, we can make money together on this, you know, doing more content together, but it's a balance. And it does seem like she might be questioning that balance too. Like, as far as having like filter over her ex's face, like she kind of didn't automatically want to make it a couple's thing, you know, which I do respect. And I hate when like people like they do that in every relationship, you know what I mean? Like, this is like, let's you know, put all our business out there. But I mean, yo, everybody we cover today, you see like relationships go through it, like, and every relationship, even if you don't publicly speak on it, like there is going to be a time where like it's harder, you know what I mean, or it might be a tough time you're going through. And as a public figure, yo, like when you're always out in public, like it do be hard to give everybody, yo, or if you're streaming, however it was, like to give everybody, yo, 100% energy, and really you ain't got it to give, you know what I mean? Or you just maybe got on an argument or something. I remember when I was first started DJing, like I'll be texting my ex like, well, when we was together, like in the booth, and like was times we was arguing, and like I'm DJing in the midst of like texting and arguing. I probably was just like bullshitting on DJ. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like now. I mean, me and my girl never text through like arguing through text or that. But like now my phone is flipped over to the side and I'm focusing on when I can. But it's easy for that energy to people, if depending on when people meet you, that they pick up different energy from you. You know what I mean? So
well, Britt, I mean, you and Brandy do couple content. Do you feel like since you started sharing more of your relationship online, that people leave like invasive comments or
yeah, Britt is cheap. Brandy's not thankful.
Yeah, they did do that on the video of the purse
about
that
the
I
purse.
posted. Yeah, they called me cheap and they called her ungrateful, and they were like, I could never be with nobody who didn't appreciate a gift.
Oh my God.
So if I was a person that wasn't mentally together, I might have let that get to me, and it might have been a big thing. Like, you know what? You actually are ungrateful. How dare you say that person's ugly on this camera? You should have at least acted like you liked it. Da, 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 da. So I do think that the comments we like to act like that shit don't bother us, but it do bother us sometimes, depending on what it is.
I just honestly, I've gotten sometimes I'd be in the mood to argue back. I'd be like, who you talking to? Who you yelling at?
Not facts.
Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But then if I feel like it's like getting under my skin, I just block the person. I'm actually not going back and forth with you. This is my page, actually.
No,
so I can control the environment in which I'm being on. And some people are just like so fucking rude for no reason on social media.
No,
like people have so much balls on social media to me. And I'm like, you're talking to me crazy over some random stranger that I'm recapping. Are you good? Like,
yeah, and that's where you got find your balance of like, is it worth my energy? Because this person probably wouldn't say nothing to you in person, and a lot of times those are the people that don't got like no following. Sometimes don't have a picture in their profile.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, look, cartoon.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z.
And I will
kids sometimes, man.
I will go in and I know you got 25 followers. Why am I cussing you out? Like,
I swear. And you know, RollItUpK's, she known for like, she be having time sometimes. So like niggas comment some BS. She might air your ass out real.
Yeah, that's why I was like surprised she hasn't like streamed about this. I mean, maybe she has. Like, I literally can't keep up with streams, please. Yeah, but like she usually kind of like acknowledges when people say things about her and like be like, nah, this is what it is. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't think they're broken up, guys. And I don't think there was cheating involved. It's not giving that. So if that's what you guys thought, I hope you watch this episode and, you know, realize that that's just, I think one video just went viral with a caption and people just ran with it, to be honest.
Yo, we love people love negative shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, that just eats up more than the positive. It's so unfortunate. Like,
yeah,
it's so true, man.
It's always going to be like that. When people be like, why doesn't the positive stuff go viral? Y'all don't want to see that. Y'all not clicking on pages for that. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but
yeah.
Everybody is secretly praying. Not everybody, but there are a lot of people that are secretly praying on people's downfall. And it's to be the miserable ass people who want you to be miserable with them. We've seen it through everything that we've just talked about, from the Muses. People wanted them to be miserable. Corlex, Ezee, RollItUpK. Like, people want to see people have a downfall.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's not at
the top. That's what they say.
Crazy.
I don't know. My ass still trying to get up there. I'm like, how is it up there? Nah, facts. It's a fact. Hopefully everybody just focus on themselves, their relationships, the shit that really matters to them in their life. 2026, can we get some love going? Can we get some like
I ain't seen a new couple pop up yet.
All right, it's
yet.
13th.
Yes. You
like,
know what I want to go back to? I want to go back to the mysterious days. I feel like the internet. Yeah, you are very mysterious, and I love that for you. Yeah. I feel like the internet and this whole being an influencer and IRL and all this shit is like, it's gotten us just want to share too fucking much. To where can we just keep some shit to ourselves? You know, a little mystery.
I think we're going to ruin it for ourselves in a sense of like it's going to have to go reverse. Like this is totally different, but you know the people like live streaming that like are driving live streaming and hit somebody, kill somebody.
Oh
Like,
my goodness,
we're going to have it going so bad where like you and your girl might be arguing and now you're getting kicked off of platforms and it's going to be like,
yeah,
we're going to ruin it. We ruin everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Humans take everything way too far. And
we
that's
do,
why, like,
man.
even this AI stuff and robots, like, it's
Oh,
a cool concept, but we're going to do too much. We're
we
going to do
are.
too fucking much. You know what I'm saying?
We
And
already doing too much. That's true, bro.
yeah, and we're going to see it play out. And it does go to where, like, we fuck it up and it goes back to, you know, whatever. But, yeah, we need to cover some good shit this year. Hopefully, you know, we started off rocky. We'll see.
Very hard episode today.
We need like a hard launch or something. My God.
we're actually a month away from Valentine's Day, so we gotta find some love for somebody out here. You know,
Yes.
Aren't you guys having like a singles event or something like that? I feel like I saw that on Instagram.
Oh, so for the No Homo show, every year we do a Valentine's blind date. So we're working on that right now. So we were looking for some studs, looking for some femme on femme, and that will be dropping around Valentine's Day. It's always really fun, really interesting. And we're throwing a Valentine's Day femme frequency party on Valentine's Day. So we got a lot going on. Also, today on Patreon, I just want to say that we dropped a really dope episode of the No Homo show with JC on, who is a transgender bodybuilder, and he gave so much information. I think like so much insight on his personal journey that I really suggest everybody go check that out. And yeah, y'all got any parties coming up?
Yeah. Wait, before that, if y'all haven't watched my episode of No Homo Show, go watch it. You had time, okay? We had the time filming.
Yeah,
it
we
was
did.
fun. But yeah, so this Friday we're actually hosting a second watch party for the Unrivaled games.
I heard about
at Public Bar Live. Yeah, it's for the gays and the girls who want something a little bit more chill and just want to watch some women's sports with other gays and girls. And so doors open at 7 and it's a whole bunch of drink specials. It's free to come in. It's definitely a vibe. There's hookah, there's food, and the food is actually really good. And then after the watch party, we gonna party to 2 a.m. We gonna go upstairs to the rooftop and we gonna have a time. Now those tickets are $10, but you know, if you come to the free part, you get into the party for free. So it should be a time for sure.
Yeah, if y'all in Atlanta MLK weekend this weekend, party with us.
Oh, my birthday party next weekend too, January 24th. Big up to my Aquarius all black party. It's about to be litter than a mug. Hey, it's gonna be my first birthday.
And Aquarius and the Cancer is a choice for me to work with, isn't it? Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah.
Best thing that ever happened to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all already know it's the queer agenda. We appreciate y'all.
See y'all next time.